Under this tarp is Steve's 55 Chevy truck named Sweet Tooth that in the last couple of videos you may have seen us putting a 6-liter and turbo 400 in. And we thought we were kind of past the point of sheet metal on this truck, but it turns out that we are not. So this truck needed inner cab corners, which Steve started, but noticed something else that needs to be addressed. And because of that, we're gonna end up pulling the cab off the frame today and making those repairs. And let me show you guys what we're talking about. So those are the inner cab corners that Steve started replacing. The ones that were in the truck were not terrible, but this truck is getting a full restoration as well, so it wasn't something that he was going to leave. Not a big deal. Those can be done with the cab on the frame, all right? And it needs the driver's side done as well, which he has. The issue is that whoever did the metal work on this truck before Steve purchased it kind of made their own front cab mount. And while they didn't do a terrible job, it's not the factory piece. And in our opinion, it leaves a lot to be desired. And the other thing is, right now, the cab of the truck is permanently welded to the frame. So this diagonal upright right there is welded to the frame mount, and then it is also welded to the front cab corner. So that needs to get cut out. It's the same thing on the other side. So we're going to separate that, pull the cab off of the frame, and then we are going to replace all 4 of those, as well as paint the underside of this truck. So when the top side gets painted, this thing is top to bottom completely covered. So, but that's the plan for today. So I think Steve's got the grinder. We're gonna get to cutting and then figure out a way to lift the cab of this truck off the frame, probably the same way we did the C10. That 4x4 is going to put in some work today. Oh, hold up, something is very wrong. Did you voluntarily put safety glasses on?
Oh, no, there was another person in there.
We have our welded on body mounts cut, separated. We pulled the steering column out of the truck, and there were a few pedals, the brake pedal and the clutch pedal for this truck that still had linkage going from the cab to the frame. That's all separated. We pulled the doors off as well. And then we have our cab puller 5000 set up. So 2 pull jacks, 4x4. We're going to slowly lower the lift, and then hopefully this thing should just be free floating, and then we'll probably secure it somewhere to the lift. All right, so our cab is completely separated. I mentioned before, I think we're gonna try and run something to the lift just to keep it secure. Because not only are we gonna be working underneath it, but it's gonna be out in the elements too. So I don't want like a big gust of wind to knock this thing down. So we're gonna work on securing that, and then I'll come up with a game plan of what's gonna get repaired first. Pay no attention to the OSHA approved jack stand mounted on the lift. But anyway, so another reason that we pulled the cab off the frame, actually the main reason, these floor braces back here, all right, are obviously rotted. Steve started forming a new one here, which he did a really nice job on. The only problem is that this one kind of contours up and bends around another brace on the floor. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna attempt to remove both of these. So I'm gonna drill some spot welds. If we can get this out in one piece, hopefully with that piece next to this one, so you're not running inside to the press, coming back here with them next to one another, hopefully it should be a little bit easier to fabricate this new floor brace. So that's the plan. We're going to attempt to get those out in one piece and then make new ones. Taking part in my favorite pastime here, which is locating and drilling spot welds. And they put a lot of them in. So there's our bracket. So you can see right there is why I needed to come out. But like I said, now that we have this out of the truck, and kind of put the two up next to one another, hopefully should be a little bit easier to modify this one to fit. Now we only have one more to take out. All right, it is a couple of days later. I think where we left off, we got the truck up in the air, moved those two braces underneath. But right now we're moving to the top side of the truck. So I'm going to start removing the old inner cab corner. This is the new one right here, and it's going to go in this area here. So before I start drilling out spot welds, I do have to remove this bracket. I don't know if this is for the fuel tank, not too sure. And we have these clutch head bolts, which Steve does not have any clutch head sockets, so yep, that's what we're going to use. So let's see if I can get that out, and then we'll start assessing where we need to remove spot welds and any seams or anything like that. So I have 75 to 80% of this panel out. There's one seam weld under here. All right, that must not be factory, that I have to cut. And then we have to separate this flange down here. So we're going to toss the truck up in the air. We'll get to that now, and then we should have this cab corner completely removed. Cab corner is completely out. I still have to clean up this brace so we can weld to it. But the rest of it is all prepped, and that is what we were getting rid of underneath the truck. The rest of it was in pretty good shape, obviously, until I cut it into a million pieces. It was really that corner right there, but we've got a brand new one to go in. So Steve actually did a really nice job on these cab mounts. These were the ones that in the beginning of the video, we were drilling out spot welds, trying to get them removed. So he made a pair for either side. Again, they came out really, really nice. They fit perfectly. Now, before that goes in here, we have to replace this piece of floor brace. So that's that piece that I was cutting before. Basically, what we're going to do is pretty much just kind of cut and paste this in position. So I'm going to hopefully find the spot weld on this bracket. We'll cut this flat piece off, kind of fit that up, clean everything up, and weld that in place. That should complete our floor brace, and then we're going to move on to installing the new cab corners that have already been removed. All right, I got my piece trimmed. We have the old remaining piece of the floor brace trimmed. I got this fit up pretty well. We go ahead and start welding this in. All right, we have our new patched floor brace just tacked in. I did end up just reattaching the seat brace to that. So that's still got to be finish welded, sanded. I have to trim a little bit here, and then we'll put this same bottom lip on and continue it across. But for now, like I said, tacked in place. I think we're going to lower the truck down and start fitting up our cab corners. A couple days later, we're going to climb back underneath the truck, and we're going to start welding in those new floor braces that Steve made. Just this one right here. So I have to drill a hole here so our body bolt can go through, and I'm going to end up drilling a couple holes here just so I can attach this to the bottom of the floor with self-tappers while we weld it in. Now before we weld this in, I'm going to knock all this back. We'll hit this with some weld-through primer. Then I'll position it with the self-tappers, and then we'll start welding this in. I'm going to clean up this flange here as well. This piece that we welded in on the video, it was just a couple minutes ago. But we're going to seam weld that up against there. And then once that's welded up, I'll start trimming this flange so that it matches the rest of the brace running across. So let me clean it up, and then we'll start welding. All right, have our new brace positioned in there. A couple self-tappers holding it in. Let's start making this one with the truck. It's another day. You probably can't tell because it's slightly overcast, but it is the hottest I think that it has ever been recorded on planet Earth. My optic nerves are sweating. Everything is hot. So, but we do have to finish this truck up. The body mount where we left off is completely welded in. Steve actually ended up finishing up welding that. I had a bit of an outburst using his welder, so I brought mine by today, and we're going to finish up this inner cab corner. Again, we cut this out earlier in the video, but what I'm going to do, same thing that we've done on all of our other replacement panels, I'm going to scuff every piece here that's going to get welded. We're going to coat it with weld-through primer, and then once that's done, I'll bring you guys back once it's fit in, and then we'll start welding, and I think we can wrap this project up. So let me get to work on this. All right, hopefully you can hear me over the grinder, but I got our inner cab corner mocked in place. I have it held in with self-tappers right now. Welder is set up, weld-through primer and everything. So I'm going to weld in the top, and then we're going to go from underneath the bottom, and we'll weld a couple positions in there. But overall, this fits pretty well. Steve had the same issue on the passenger side that he did. For whatever reason, there's a small gap here, and whoever was working on this truck beforehand, they actually filled a lot of this in with Bondo on the old panels. So it was kind of hard to tell where like one started and the other ended. So it seems like we both kind of cut too much here, but we'll end up making a small panel to fill that. So other than that, fitment's pretty good. I did have to notch the back corner a little bit and kind of like spread some of the seams, especially the one that goes on the back here and the other one underneath the step. But like I said, self-tapper's in there now, fits pretty well. So I'm going to start gluing this in. So I still have some grinding to do, but our inner cab corner is completely welded in. I went underneath the truck as well. I'll show you in a second. We have all that welded. So I did 3 plug welds along here on the bottom, and then stitch welded on the side. So the last thing that we're going to do, and I'm not even going to bother filming it, is I'm just going to finish welding in this brace that we put in the other day. Steve's side is pretty much all done. He's got a coat of paint on that already. And in addition to all of this, before this body goes back on the frame of the truck, we're going to knock all of this down, seam seal everything, coat everything. And if you'd like a preview of what the next video is going to look like, it's actually just a video of Steve standing there, some ASMR for you.
He's standing here sweating.
But we're actually going to be working on some chassis stiffening components for the frame. So that is going to do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching if you made it all the way through. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and we'll see you very soon.